Okay, today we are in a new Subaru Impreza. Actually, this is the Forester that we are in. It's the same dashboard as you're going to find in the Impreza and the WRX. And we'll be illustrating how to attach ProClip item number 855061, found at ProClipUSA.com. A couple things we want to mention before we get started. First of all, read over all the instructions, look over the photos before you get started. Next is attach the vehicle mount, the ProClip vehicle mount onto the vehicle prior to attaching anything onto the faceplate of the vehicle mount. Next is this ProClip comes with some double-sided tape. Here you'll see it as a red strip, sometimes it's blue or yellow. Remove the covering from the tape. The residue from the tape will not stay on the vehicle if you want to remove the ProClip later on down the line. With that said, I'll get started. This ProClip will go on to this particular area of the Impreza, and the ProClip comes with some included gap openers. There should be 2 in the bag. The back side, or the forward-facing side of the ProClip, has a sharp angled edge with a little notch in it, and on the bottom portion of the ProClip has an L-shaped angled edge. This top angled edge, this set of edges here, will go into a seam behind. There's a frame around the vent area on the Impreza, and behind that frame there is a seam. It's a very, very tight seam, and it's an intricate seam with some details to it. And the back side of the ProClip will hook into that seam. The front angled edge will go into a seam between. There's a radio unit, and there's a seam in between here. That angled edge will go in here. Now this also will go if you've got a navigation screen or something here. This mount will also work on that. That ProClip will work on that style of dash as well. Take one of the gap openers, because this is a very tight seam. Start in the upper corner of the framing around on the dash, around the vent area, and you'll open the seam just very mildly over here. And again, it's a very tight seam. That second gap opener you'll want to insert next to it, and because it's a tight seam, it'll take a little bit of a finesse to open the seam. What you want to try to do, because this mount sits on this area of the dash, you'll need to gently open the seam up across the panel is what I'm trying to do here. And I hope I don't block my shot too much here. There's only so much work we can do, and hopefully this will help illustrate it. That little pop was not hurting the dash at all. It just opened up the seam a little bit. Like I said, it's a tight seam. Now this notch here, there's a specific place in the dash for that to go. As I say, it's a very intricate. And you'll feel, when you slide it in there, you'll feel it slide into there it goes, right down in. And next, now if this seems like it's popped open a little bit here, once it's in the seam, you can remove these gap openers, and this will actually pop right back into place. So you'll see it there. Take a gap opener, it only takes one on the bottom side, and you can set it into this seam here to open this gap a little bit here. Put your fingers behind the ProClip front faceplate and flex it backward or back towards you, and you'll insert that bottom seam into this, or that bottom angled edge into the seam around the radio. Again, we don't have the tape covers removed. You'll hear a little bit of pop that's clicking into the seam. You remove this second gap opener, and what you'll have is a very nice solid mounting platform to attach your ProClip device holder to. We hope this illustration helps. Have a nice day. One thing we want to mention also is this ProClip will also fit over about an inch further to the right here, so it'll cover this vent control a little bit, but you'll have access of the flasher units or the hazard button, and also you'll have access to the vent control as well. So it's a very solid mount. Again, we hope this illustration helps. Have a great day.